Alright, I put the camera on the helmet now. I am on the continuation of the S2 where I did the recording last time at the 78 and the S2. I usually make a left on the 78 to head down to Borrego Springs. Today I took a right on the 78 and jogged up a eighth of a mile to a left turn onto the S2 again. It continues all the way to the 8 freeway in Ocotillo. That's about 40 miles. I think I'm just going to go as far as I think it's Caliente Hot Springs is about 20 miles, so I'm going to go that far and then probably go back into Borrego Springs. But I haven't been out on this road in God, years. To the left of me would be those mountains over there, would be the Laguna Mountains, I believe. Julian's up that way, going that direction. Stagecoach RV Resort. I've thought about camping here. I don't know, the Caliente Hot Springs has a campground. I don't know how many sites they have or how crowded it gets. Chunks of asphalt coming up here on this road. I got to be a little careful. Be a camp area out there. I saw some restrooms there. This may be still part of Anza Borrego State Park. I'm not sure. Yeah, nice road back here, although the condition of the road's not great in a lot of spots here. Kind of a rough, chewed up road a little bit. Pretty windy, up and down, a little bit of a Mr. Toad's wild ride here. But I'm keeping it nice and mellow, so that's no problem. I'm excited. A friend of mine, Sean, out in Lake Havasu, a sailing buddy, hasn't ridden I think he's ridden dirt bikes, but hasn't really been a motorcycle rider. Ended up buying a bike from a friend of his, which is it's a BMW R1200 RT, I believe a 2016. Got my heart pounding going for RTs again. I've had two RTs. That was my main squeeze back in the day, and I had a R100 RT. I bought new in 1991, and then I traded that in 96 on the first year of the oilhead RT, the R1100 RT, and I had that bike for about 12 years. I think I put about 50,000 miles on it. Used to tow it with us behind the camper, going to various places, all the Utah parks and Colorado and other places. And then my buddies and I used to go to Death Valley every year in October. That was really fun, and unfortunately one of those buddies is no longer with us, and the other one, yeah, I think maybe he's just not interested in riding anymore. Can't blame him. He's in Orange County, and I'm lucky to live here in Temecula. I'm right where the country roads are. I leave my house, and I don't go through any signals or anything. I'm just out on the back roads, and he's coming from Orange County. It's a big highway, freeway slug to get out here and get home. And when I was in Orange County, when we used to do it, I used to take about almost exactly an hour to get from Santa Ana to the turnoff Temecula Parkway off of the 15. Now that same distance is about an hour and a half on a good day. So, and back when I was doing that, I would be out here in this area on all these beautiful roads like this. In the morning you do your freeway, that's okay, and then I get on these roads and you just have a beautiful full day on these beautiful country roads, desert roads, and then I'd have to finish up with this slug back on the freeway home, which always kind of put a damper on the end of the trip, kind of ruined it. So I guess I'm a little spoiled living where I am now. Same thing with my sailing. I do some sailing on a lake that's very close to where I live, like 15 minutes away on country roads. I don't get on any main roads. Unfortunately, the lake is closed until, about August, I think, this year, because that's kind of put a damper in my local sailing and rowing time. But that's just how it goes. Butterfield Ranch Mobile Home Community. That's interesting. Yeah, this is like new to me. Like I say, I've been out here a few times, but it's been years. Probably since I had my RT. Anyway, back to my buddy Sean. Yeah, he's just got the bike and getting used to it, so it's going to be a while before he's ready to come out and do any long distance riding or whatever. But yeah, I hope he gets to that point before too long. It'd be nice to do a couple of rides. Like I say, my one buddy in Orange County just doesn't ride anymore. I'm kind of a loner. I'm mostly ride by myself, and I like it that way. But it is nice to do things with some friends from time to time, so this might be a nice opportunity. like we've got the camp area. Interesting camp area here at the hot springs. Very interesting. Probably got a gate here. I think I'm going to cut the camera for now, and we'll hook back on a little later. Okay, I decided to go all the way to Ocotillo. I wish I had this on for some of the road back there. It's pretty neat, sort of canyon as you go driving through, but I thought this was kind of interesting. The wind farm out here. I'm probably getting pretty close to Ocotillo itself, but yeah. Didn't know there was a wind farm out here. Wind generators. Pretty interesting. Anyway, I just wanted to show that little piece. Thought it was neat. Alright, I'm picking up at from where I left off. I went to Ocotillo and onto the 8 freeway down to El Centro, in through Brawley on the 86, and all the way to Salton Sea, and then take a left on the S22. That's where I'm now, just starting down the S22 back into Borrego Springs. Pretty crazy. Got all sorts of the off-road guys out here, so I'm gonna have to be careful of them coming across the street. But anyway, we'll film this section going into Borrego Springs. Kind of a long ride today for this time of year, because of no daylight savings time. I'm usually not going out on such a long ride. I did get an early start today. I skipped walking the dog. Let the wife take care of that, so that got me out a little early. I still didn't get out super early. I got about 10 o'clock. But I'm at 190 some odd miles, minus 8 miles from the gas station to home for the last fill up. So anyway, close to 200 miles now, and I got about another 150 to 100 or 150 to go. I think closer to 100, I think. Anyway, we're going to come up on one of the kind of main turnoffs where a lot of people circle the wagons and camp with their buggies. You can see one trailer out there. So it's about 2:23 right now. I'm debating if I'm going to have time to grab a burrito in Borrego Springs. We'll see what time it is. I'd like to get home before dark, but I am on the Africa Twin with the great lighting and the nice fog lights, so if I do get stuck in the dark, that's not too bad in this one. There's some more people camping off to the side. Another group over there. Oh, a bunch over here. This definitely is the season of all the off-road camping and side-by-sides and motorcycles and all that off-road stuff. There's another group over there, several groups over there. We're now entering the state park. Whoops, overshot that. So we're now in the boundaries of the state park, so I don't think you'll see any more buggies at this point and motorcycles. I don't think they're allowed on the inside of the park. Not sure about that, but I think so. Just to orient you, I'm on the S22 on the way in. I'm going westbound, coming in from the 86, which is the highway that runs along the west side of the Salton Sea. So I took the S2 all the way to Caliente Hot Springs and all the way to Ocotillo at the 8 freeway, and then took the 8 freeway east to El Centro and worked my way into Brawley and Westmoreland, and then a little bit past that you hit the Salton Sea area. And on the corner there's a gas station, so I filled up. I had about 80 miles left in the tank. Said I got about 40 miles per gallon, which is that's a little disappointing, but my fuel tank's pretty big. I put 4.7 gallons in it at this fill up, and it's 6.6 gallon tank, so I'll have to figure that out, because sometimes it's hard to fill it all the way to the top. So I may have put, like more fuel in this time than last time, which could impact the mileage a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting 40 so miles per gallon. When I first got it, I was getting, in the 50s or close to 50. So, because this should have a 300 mile range, and at 40, it's like a 260 mile range, which is still decent. But I'm really hoping I get that 600. I've been running it in Sport 1 mode, but the area I've been riding, it's not been winding out that much, but I guess the big difference, I did take the 8 freeway for probably, I don't know, 20-30 miles, and another 20-30 miles on the 86 between the Border Patrol station and where I turn off into this road here. And those I was running, you know, 70-80 miles an hour. So I guess your mileage really kind of takes a dive at that, because when I'm usually doing my normal rides from my house down to like Borrego Springs and back, I'm rarely doing over 60 or 65 miles an hour, and that's just at certain sections. Check my map view. There we go, double maps. I think that one's set up for me to go home. Maybe I'll trigger that one when I get closer up. The bike, if you notice, I've got the speedometer speed and the gear and total mileage down on that smaller screen. They did that because it has Apple CarPlay, so as you can see, I've got my phone on the big screen up there. Now usually I have my GPS. I prefer my GPS, so normally I wouldn't have the other one up there, but just kind of messing with it. Okay, saw a few before, but you can see up ahead we got some boondockers. They do allow boondocking out here. I really need to bring my travel trailer down here and give that a try. Maybe when I get my new recumbent trike, I'll come down here and stay. A couple of kind of cool spots.